Ashley asked me if I'd write her a song, so I wrote her a song for her awesome show. Her show is cool and it's lots of fun, so get your popcorn ready, everyone. Who will she interview?
Hi, welcome to the Awesome Ashley Show. Today I have a very special show. For those of you that don't know, I got to go to Sanford High School beginning of October, and I invited them here. So, welcome, JMG.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming. What is JMG for people that don't know?
Yeah. So JMG is a private nonprofit, and we partner with public education and private businesses. We offer hands-on, relevant curriculum to our students. Our teachers, we act like mentors and educators and advocates for our students. And we go over career development skills that the students need to know, leadership skills. We do community service. We work on civic and social awareness, because the ultimate goal is that we want all our students to graduate from high school, right? So whether they go into the military or to a trade school or to college or straight to the workforce, we want to prepare them for that. And JMG is also the only nonprofit in Maine that offers a continuum of support through middle school and as they transition through high school and onto college or onto the workforce.
How long has JMG been around?
The JMG has been around now for 26 years. They started in 1993, and we're an affiliate of JAG, which is Jobs for America's Graduates, and that is housed out of Washington, D.C. There are now 39 affiliates throughout the U.S., and JMG has actually been the best in the nation for 24 straight years now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So after they graduate from high school, does JMG still keep in touch with them?
We do, actually. We keep in touch with them for a year. We contact them every month for a year, and often I'm in touch with them more than that throughout the month, just to check in to see how they're doing, if we can offer them any assistance. Sometimes it's just moral support. Sometimes they might need a reference. I actually just gave a reference just the other day for a student of mine. And if they go on to a college that has JMG, they actually keep in touch with them for up to 6 years after. So, and we often are friends beyond that, but yeah.
What are some of the other schools that JMG has besides Sanford? Because is JMG, do they go to Biddeford or like other schools?
Yeah, we actually have 143 JMG programs throughout the state of Maine. Yes, and we're in all 16 counties throughout Maine. So Sanford happens to be the southernmost school that has JMG, with Fort Kent being the northernmost, so a lot of in between there. So some of the other schools is, yes, Biddeford does have it in this area. Thornton Academy, Portland, South Portland, Deering have middle schools, high schools, Falmouth have JMG. And then for colleges, SMCC, CMCC, University of Southern Maine, Thomas College in this area. So yeah, we have a lot.
How long have you been working for JMG?
So this is my third year working for them. I worked at Halldale, which is right outside of Augusta. I did that for a year, and then I transferred to Sanford because my family is in the area and I wanted to be in southern Maine. So this is my second year at Sanford, and I was lucky to start at the school when they just moved into their beautiful new facility that you came to.
That's like heaven in there.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Big elevator. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're very lucky, a very supportive community in Sanford. We're so lucky to have such a gorgeous high school with all state-of-the-art equipment. Everything's new. I mean, it's beautiful.
Does JMG students do job shadows?
Yes, actually, we're working on that right now, right, folks? Yes, we are. So we want all of our students to participate in a real-world experience. So job shadowing or doing an informational interview to help them get a better understanding of the career that they want to have. A lot of times I will ask students to visualize the life that they want to live, the car they want, the house they want, where they want to be, and look at a career that that fits their lifestyle or where they want to be. So we do a lot of research on the careers that they would be interested in doing and what is the salary for that. Could you do that job where you want to live? So you're not going to be a dolphin trainer in Sanford, Maine, right? But and so what are the jobs around here? And look at the outlook of that job. Will that job be around 10, 20 years from now? So this is all the things that we research. And so if they go to a job shadow, they can ask someone in this career, hands-on, what their day-to-day job is like. What is the things that you like? What should I take for classes? Do I need to go to college? Do I need to go to trade school? What are the growth opportunities in this career? And so it's a great opportunity for the students to really get a hands-on look at a job that they might be interested in. And so we have them do that every year that they're in JMG.
What are some of the topics that you teach at JMG?
So we teach career development skills, leadership skills, a lot of teamwork. We look at problem solving, decision making, critical thinking skills that employers say that students just don't get taught those skills. And so we really give them scenarios that they have to think out in preparation for when they graduate or go to the workforce. So for career development skills, we start from job attainment. So we have them actually fill out a job application. We work on cover letters and resumes. We show them how to tie a tie, how to dress professionally, so they know how to go to a job interview, what to look, what's expected. Interview skills, and even how to resign from a job. Presentation skills. I mean, it goes on and on. They do learn a lot, but I find those are the things that they really need for when they go on to the workforce. These are what we're looking for. So it kind of puts them a step above the rest, in my opinion.
And that's cool that you check in on them even after they graduate. I think that's really cool.
Yes, I do. I tell them that. They have to make sure they know I'm going to be watching them. And so, I'll be around. But we're really close. We get really close. Yeah. We're a tight-knit group, and I can't imagine not being in their lives after we've been together.
We could be safe to say the same.
Yeah, see? They're so good. But yeah, so I couldn't imagine not talking to them after and seeing,
Now this is questions for both students. How has JMG helped you in your life?
Well, I think it's helped me in multiple ways, to be honest. It kind of gave me the support I needed to start trying again in school. It made me have a lot more confidence in myself and be able to do or have a lot more opportunities than I've ever had doing anything else.
And you?
Yeah, so JMG really kind of gives me a reason to be at school every day, and Ms. Gifford always encourages me to keep going in my classes and to keep getting stuff done. So.
And Ms. Gifford, what made you want to become a teacher?
Oh, these are good questions. So when my daughter was young, I used to volunteer at her school and have students read to me because my previous job was in the business sector. So I would go and I thought I really loved seeing the growth of the students. And I worked as an ed tech in my prior school, and they had a JMG program there. And when I learned more about that and saw what they did and saw how they tie in the business world as well as really getting to know each student, because it's important for us to know who we are and where we come from and what our barriers are so that we can be successful in life. I loved it. I just loved it. And I asked the JMG specialist there at the time, Jeremy Porter, how do I get involved in this business, in this program, JMG? And I contacted the Department of Education to see what I needed to get my teaching certification, and I pursued that, and eventually the job came up at the school, and I was able to get the job. And I haven't looked back. I felt like, this is what I was meant to do. I really love what they do. I really believe in what they do. I've seen the results of the students, and I'm just really happy to be a part of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How has JMG changed over the years?
So they started off 26 years ago as a dropout recovery program, and they've really evolved over the years to become everything I just told you that they were, which is really great because research has shown that students that are involved in JMG have 93% of our students will graduate within 4 years, and 87% of our students are in the workforce or in a post-secondary credential within a year after they graduate. And our results have shown also that students that are economically disadvantaged or in foster care and special education really benefit from this program, because at the end of the day, all students have so much potential, right? So
You just got to find the right fit for them.
you got to find the right fit and be there to support them and be advocates for them and show them and give them those opportunities to shine. And JMG does that in so many ways.
Now I see on JMG, because you guys have a Facebook page for JMG,
Yes.
and you guys just went bowling. What was that for?
Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so what we did is we got a bunch of students together to go to the Bolorama in Sanford.
That's cool.
And we did a Special Olympics event for like the kind of students, but also adults with disabilities.
Yes.
And so we went, not specifically me, but a lot of JMG students went and kept score and really encouraged the people there and like helped them to have a really good day.
Garrett
That's
was a big
cool.
part of that as well.
Yeah, actually, I
Did you go to that one?
yeah, I did. I was actually one of the two directors that kind of maintained the whole thing together, make sure everyone was at their lanes, and making sure all our athletes were not alone.
Yeah, so Garrett just brought up a really good point of an example of what we do in JMG. So students that attended had to fill out a job application to come. So they had to fill that out, and then I would decide if they were able to come or not. And then I had jobs available for them. So I had a director, I think I had human resources, right? That's
Yep,
what Tiffany
photographer.
was. And photographer and public relations and administrative assistant to help me. And so they had to apply for those jobs. And then I had a whole bunch of people that were the workers as well. So Garrett, like you said, was the director. So he helped Tiffany and Garrett together help me determine the students and where they were going to be placed in each lane and who was going to help out even with the ribbons at the end.
That's cool.
So again, giving them sort of that real life experience of this is how we apply for jobs and making it relevant for them directly. And it was a huge success, and we're going to do it
we had a
again
great
next
time.
year. We loved it, and everyone seemed to love it.
And I know that you guys do a benefit every year to raise money for certain things. How do you pick what to raise money for?
Yeah, good question.
I forgot what you, because I remember you telling me a story about a little boy that needed
Oh yeah,
equipment. But how did you pick him? Like,
So that was our junior high, which is, we have a fabulous junior high program at Sanford. Tara Hool is the teacher there that I think that you're referring
yes,
to.
I met her.
Yeah, she's wonderful. She does an excellent job and has an excellent program. And I believe what she does for that is that people within the community send her emails, and they have to just decide as a group. They do their research on it, on where they should go, what they should choose. And then the students pick that, which is, as you can imagine, never an easy choice of what to do. But
Because there's so many things out there that need help.
there's so many, right?
It really is.
Because I used to do the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital every year in memory of my friend Nick.
Okay,
But yeah, there's just so many out there
yeah,
that it's hard to pick.
it is hard.
and then I did the Dempsey Challenge for 2 years.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but what is the best for the students? What is the best part of JMG for you? Like, do you have any special activities that you've been on, or because I know you guys go out in the community, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I like any career researching that we do in class. We do a bunch of team building activities, get to know each other, and get really close. We go on JMG field trips too. Last year we actually got to tour the State House, and
That's awesome. I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
Awesome.
it was really fun. Our local representative, Representative Hymanson, gave us a tour around the building and allowed us to let us sit in on a bill being discussed.
Sweet.
Yeah,
That was so much fun.
it was a
That's
lot
cool.
of fun.
Garrett's trying to get me to go back this year, so we may try to schedule another trip to the State House. It's such a great experience for the students. Yeah.
And do you guys ever do a celebrate at the end of the year? Like,
Yeah, we do. We have a JMG closing ceremony. That's where all the students will get professionally dressed, and we'll have a slideshow going on while kids will give certificates for participating in JMG
Nice.
for that year. We'll invite a guest speaker to talk, and after we're all done, we'll have a food celebration.
nice. And I heard we call it the green room back there, that you guys are having a Thanksgiving
JMG
dinner.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are you guys all bringing certain things, or?
Yep. Well, we have on our whiteboard, we have a bunch of stuff that needs to be taken care of. So we'll kind of pitch it out to all different students, and like if someone wants to bring like beans, or someone wants to bring like paper plates or cups or turkey, all kinds
But
of
I
stuff.
hope you guys write it on a list so you guys don't have double.
Oh,
We
yeah,
do.
We definitely do.
It'd be okay if it was double pumpkin pie, but yes, we
Yeah.
have.
I mean,
But yeah, we'll have it all out. Like I said before, we're like a family, so it seems fitting that we
Yeah.
have a Thanksgiving. So I'll make a turkey the night before and bring it in. And
do like businesses help you organize things like Bitterford Savings or stuff like
well,
that?
not for that event, but
No,
yes. Oh,
but
just
for other events.
For JMG in
For- in
general.
general.
Yeah. JMG works with over 500 businesses throughout the state, which is amazing. Some of the businesses that we work with here are in southern Maine: Unum, Wex, TD Bank, Bank of America. Actually, an event that we're attending tomorrow with some students is an event put on by Bank of America at SMCC. So we're
That's
excited.
cool.
Yeah, we're excited about that. So yes, we're very lucky with all the businesses that support JMG. They definitely see the value of what we teach as it's relevant to business.
Have you met celebrities from doing JMG?
Well, I personally, but I know someone fond to your heart is Patrick Dempsey, correct?
Yeah.
I know JMG has worked with the Dempsey Center, and they have some of the students had met him.
There. Like when
Yeah.
when I went to go, because I did the Dempsey Challenge twice, and they gave me a tour, and it's amazing in there.
Yeah.
There's like a relaxing room. There's like a wig room. It's just amazing. Like all the amazing stuff that the Dempsey Center does it's just awesome. Like
I've heard that. I haven't been there personally. I have had a friend who's gone, and
It's amazing in
and they
there.
say the same thing, which is so great for Maine
they
that we
have-
have that.
and they have like a nutrition, because some of the cancer patients can only eat certain foods, so they have nutrition classes
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh,
so,
that's so great. It's so great for them.
yeah. Have you guys ever cooked anything for JMG, like cooking?
We have. You were part of that, weren't you,
Yeah,
Garrett?
I was.
Cooking Matters.
Cooking Matters last year. We had, what was her name?
Cooking is on the brain
Chelsea.
today.
Yes, cooking
Yeah.
is on the brain because
Yeah. Yeah.
you like to cook. Yeah.
Yeah, we had someone come in every Thursday. Her name was Chelsea, and we'd all cook a certain meal that met some sort of nutrition like standard and made a healthy snack, and was always fun in there.
And we would tie that into budgeting, for example. So we would say this meal cost this much, and it fed this many people to try to get them thinking about that too, because groceries can can cost money, so we need to learn how to budget our money for what we
and,
have.
like coupons really help too, like
They do.
big time.
Yeah, so looking at like the Hannaford flyer and seeing what's on sale, and that could help determine what they make that week. And that's sort of what we did every week. And we're definitely going to do that again second semester.
lot
It
of
was
fun.
kids
Now,
like that.
I know we kind of already talked about this in the beginning, and because I went to school and it's amazing, but they just built the new school, right? Like how big is it? Like, is it? I know how big it, like not really how big it is because I only went on the first floor, but is it huge in there? Is there a stadium? Like,
Yeah, so it's pretty big. Like, it's a good-sized school, especially compared to our last one.
Yeah.
We have tons of pathways, and we have a practice gym and a competition gym, and
we have two other gyms. You have two.
We have
I
two
know, we're so
gyms.
special that we
I
have
know.
two
It's
gyms.
they're beautiful.
Yeah.
We have a beautiful performing arts center there. Mr. Williams is the director of that, and he's bringing in some different acts throughout the year and really trying to promote that. I think it has, I want to say, 832 seats. But a
That
lot.
sounds right.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and so I hope people come check that out.
Have you guys ever done speaking, like speak at conferences for anything?
Oh, CDC, they'll both be going this year. You have to be a junior or senior to go. But JMG puts on a conference called CDC Career Development Conference that takes place at Thomas College, where all the high schools attend and many businesses come and help us out. It's really an opportunity to have the students showcase what they've learned all year in JMG or prior years leading up. There's different competitions that the students have a chance to participate in. So there's public speaking. There is a decision-making one. Usually they'll have a scenario and figure out what an outcome would be and present that. We have a marketplace where we come up with a design and that demonstrates what we've learned that year, and the kids also present that. There's about 9 competitions that they do. It's a big deal. We all dress professionally that day, and it's an opportunity to see what the other schools have to offer. They usually have businesses there talking with the students, and some of our colleges there talking about the colleges and JMG. It's a great day. It's a lot of effort that goes into that, and it's great for the students to be able to have that opportunity.
Do you guys do Special Olympics too, or have you looked into doing that?
So just for the bowling, we did the Special Olympics, which we absolutely loved. Some of our other schools, the school that I was at before, Halldale, does Special Olympics track and field, and that was a big event. That's a few hundred athletes, and we just love it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very fun.
What are some of the pathways of JMG?
So we have pathways, so there's many pathways that students can go to career-wise. I mean, anything that they wanted to do is possible out there. Sanford High School, I think Charity had mentioned the different buildings that we have, and Sanford has different pathways that the students will sign up for and take classes along those pathways, and so they are, want to talk about it?
Yeah, so we have pathways that are like color-coded, but they're all named something. So like there's health and human services, there's business, there's arts and communication, and we have the STEM hallway. And me personally, I only know stuff about the health and human services because that's where I'm kind of focused. And the pathways are to kind of help us decide where we want to go.
Which direction you want to go to?
Yeah.
So we can take that one step further in JMG and say, oh, I might be interested in early childhood education, as Charity is. Yeah. And okay, let's look at that. Let's look at what you might need for an education for that. What are some opportunities in this area if you want to still stay in Maine? And so we can, like I said, take that one step further, and then she can do job shadows for that and see if that's something that she might be interested in.
What about you? Do you have any pathways you're
not
heading
necessarily yet. I haven't taken an SRTC class yet, and that's basically what the pathways are kind of built around. and I haven't chosen one yet, so I'm still working on that.
But you're thinking maybe teaching, you said,
Yep,
or?
I want to either go into counseling or teaching, either one. I haven't decided yet.
I
So,
think you'd be good in both of them.
I appreciate that very
Me too.
much.
I think he would be too. Garrett's a great example, and so is Charity. I mean, they're both great examples of how JMG can help students. The potential has always been there for both of them, but they are true leaders of the program. I mean, they're only juniors in high school, and they're already leaders within their school and within JMG.
You only have one more year to go.
I don't try to look at it that way. I look at it that.
I don't want to go anymore.
Almost an adult.
Don't be in a rush. Don't,
That's right.
Just let it. Don't be in a rush.
Yeah, it does. It goes by so fast, doesn't it?
It does.
But
really
these are two
does.
folks that, of course, that I'll always keep in touch with these guys. But yes, it does go by fast.
It
And
really does.
And like I mentioned before, how did you pick these two?
I know.
Because there's so many
I have.
students in your jam.
That's
Like
right.
when I went to go speak, I spoke at all 3 classes.
Right.
And I was like having a heart attack. And people were like, you have to do a TV show. Why are you having? I'm like, just because I'm not used to
Yeah.
you know.
It's,
So
yeah,
how did
different.
you pick these two out of?
Out of
all your
over
students?
70 students. Yeah, it's not easy because I have 70 wonderful students to choose from. And so, right, it's not easy for sure. But as I mentioned earlier, this is my 2nd year at Sanford, and I've had both of these students for both years. And so they both know JMG really well. They're leaders in JMG. They're very reliable. Some of the things that we teach, time management, being able to communicate, being reliable, all these skills that employers want, they already have as juniors in high school. And so
That's amazing.
it is
To already
amazing.
have that. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Yes, please tell them.
you.
I tell
Very
them
high
all the
appraisal.
time.
It's nice to hear all the time.
That's good. Well, you deserve it. And so, yes, a hard decision, but
Because that's what businesses look for nowadays. You know, you got to be on time, and you got to get up early in the morning. And
Definitely.
That's the hardest part of the day.
getting up early, yeah.
That's right. We put Garrett in my first slot class to make sure he's at school
Yep,
on
it's-
time every day.
It's basically what motivates me to come every day.
So can all grades do JMG, or does it have to be juniors and seniors, or is it?
Yeah, all
All
grades.
grades.
Yeah, all grades. Yeah, JMG, we have programs from 6th grade all the way through college. In Sanford, our middle school program is 7th and 8th grade, and then in high school, freshmen through seniors. So it's mixed classes. So it's nice because students such as Garrett and Charity can demonstrate to someone that might be a freshman of how we do things in JMG and sort of be their leaders and their guidance. And so hopefully when they move up to being a junior and seniors, they can do the same thing. So it's kind of a full circle effect, and it's really effective.
You guys all matched today. I didn't get the memo.
We bought these for our Special Olympics event.
Yes,
and so I
'cause
said,
I
let's
recognize-
let's
I
wear those.
recognize the shirts.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say thank you so much for making the sign. Actually, I emailed Mrs. Gifford the next day, and I said, "Is the sign still there?"
Yes, yes. The kids are great about that, about making signs to welcome people. And we were just so excited to have you because I did a presentation before you came and had showed one of your shows from before
Yes,
and talked
I think
about it.
Expose, right?
Yes, it was
Yes,
Spose.
it
That's
was
it. Yes,
Spose.
yes.
Yeah.
And so we showed that, and so they were so excited to meet you. You're so gracious to come. I know it can be difficult to talk to a bunch of teenagers that you've never met, but you were a pro. You were an absolute pro,
really
and
were,
they
yeah.
loved you.
And I was glad to stay all day. And
Yeah, and I have to say hi. Everyone said to say hi to you every time, and that everyone was very excited for us today coming.
I have some of the students on like Instagram,
Oh,
and
great.
some of them follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, well, they're big
definitely
fans
did.
of you.
So so now I got how many? I got like 877
Oh, nice.
likes on my Awesome Ashley page.
Oh,
you know, so
perfect.
Awesome.
That's good.
So
I want to
cool.
get up to like 1,000.
Okay, we'll have to
would be
work
my-
on that when we get
That
back.
would be
We'll
my
have to
goal
work
is
on it.
to get up to 1,000. So, you know, but tell the students I said,
We'll make another sign and
Hello.
post it in the
Yeah,
There you
the
go.
lobby,
We'll get her
front
up there.
doors.
yeah. But it was so great to have you guys on. Is there anything I missed? Oh yeah, there is. Do you help, like if the JMG students wanted to go in college and they didn't have, do you help them with financial aid? I think I said that right.
Yeah, you've said it right. So we help them, we look for opportunities that they could seek out financial aid for
Yeah.
sure. That is actually something that we work on in our classroom. Another area we work on in our classroom, financial literacy, personal finance, those types of things. Ultimately, we were looking to have them be responsible citizens and contribute to our main economy. So we want them to understand finances. So along with that comes how are you going to finance colleges and what opportunities are out there to help pay for that.
Now, I know you said you keep in touch with your students after JMG, but how long do you stay in touch with them?
So in JMG, we stay in touch with them for a year after they graduate from high school. And then if they go on to a college that has JMG, those specialists continue on following up with them for up to 6 years. But usually it's forever. Usually, I mean, you know, we're Facebook friends
Yes.
or we keep in touch, you know, through email or whatever. So
It's hard to forget our favorite teacher too.
we'll see, there you go.
Oh, see, everybody loves you. I just like, you're just so upbeat and you're so good with the kids and like you're just awesome.
Oh, well, thank you so much. They make it easy. I mean, they are great, and you know, just I feel lucky. I have the opportunity to get to know them, who they are as a person. As Garrett mentioned, we do a lot of team building activities.
And you get to help them. You get to help them through life. You know.
Yeah, and it's like
them how
really,
to-
it's really an honor, honestly. I love seeing the growth of, you know, especially like I said, these two. I mean, just seeing where they have, and then knowing their potential and where they can go. It's amazing, and I love my job.
Do you guys want to say anything about JMG before we close the show?
It's awesome. It's
yeah.
the best program I could have ever been offered to join. I didn't know anything about it before I joined, and I couldn't be more blessed to be in it.
How did you find out about JMG?
Well, I was struggling a lot my freshman year, and so my guidance counselor ended up putting it into my schedule because JMG gives you a lot more support in all your classes
Yeah.
and is
And
really
probably helps you
helpful.
with your homework and
Yeah.
And it ended up doing so, and I am doing a lot greater than
just
I
stuck
could have
with
ever
it.
been.
Yeah.
How about you? How'd you find JMG?
So actually last year I was in a study hall, so I had a block to fill, and my guidance counselor put me in JMG. And I was a little standoffish at first, but I learned that it's actually really helpful, and I really like the teacher. And so this year I had the choice to either come back or not, and I chose to come back because I really like JMG, and especially Miss Gifford. She actually is my favorite. I'm not just saying it.
And now it's on tape, so I have it forever.
You
right?
have it for evidence.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I get to work with students just like this every day, and you know, to me, give them the skills that they're going to use to succeed in life.
Yeah.
You know, they know it's relevant, so they want to learn it. They know they're going to get a job someday, so they're interested, and so the classes are fun because of that. You know, so it's good.
You want to be a preschool teacher, right?
Yeah, I actually am in the SRTC program at my high school for early childhood education. So
Nice.
every day I'm getting to work with those preschoolers and
Nice.
hopefully someday be a teacher.
She'll be amazing.
Cool.
Yes, she'll be
Thank
really
you.
good at it.
It takes a special kind of people
Yes.
to work with students,
Yes.
kids. So
Yes,
Definitely.
it does.
and kids with special needs too.
Yeah.
It takes a special person to want to do that.
Right.
So
Yeah, she'll be great.
I'm very happy for you, and I'm sure you'll do great.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you all for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
I had so much fun, and I hope we can all stay in touch because
Me
I made some
too.
new friends.
Yay! Yes.
So,
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity.
you're welcome. Thank you.
I was really excited to come today.
It was nerve-wracking, but happy I did it.
Yes. And you guys all matched. See, I didn't get the memo.
We forgot to give you the
I
memo.
should have told you.
But thank you so much for coming. I enjoyed talking to you guys, and you guys got to skip school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm making them go back to classes
for you.
after.
Yeah.
But yes, for a little while.
Yeah. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Ashley asked me if I'd write her a song, so I wrote her a song for her awesome show. Her show is cool and it's lots of fun, so get your popcorn ready, everyone. Who will she interview on her show today? The Jonas Brothers or Nick Lachey? It's the awesome Ashley